Let's go from one Eagles Hall of Famer to certainly someone who's going to be in the Eagles Hall of Fame when his days are over. We don't know if they're over, but we love him. We know him. And God, our heart goes out to him. But if there's anyone that can pick up our spirits when we're feeling down about his injury, it's the great Brandon Graham. Brandon, God bless you, man. How are you? Brandon, can I start with a hug? I just want to Seltzer,
don't hug it. No.
John, block them.
John,
that's what you're good at.
Come on, man. You're supposed to block there. That's your job. They're hugging. It happened.
Imagine if I would try to break that.
I went light.
I'm so sorry.
Brandon, there was no re-injury,
that
right?
happened, man. I'm so sorry.
I didn't hurt you further, right?
No, we good.
Brandon, I had to do it.
Man.
Because I mean it, Brandon. I really mean it. We care about you.
I appreciate you.
And our hearts are hurting that you're hurting. So how are you, pal?
You know what? I'm hurting, but like I say, I'm trusting in God's plan, and then on top of that, I'm gonna still be able to be on that sideline. You know, that's all I really cared about, because we so invested in this, man. And of course, your brother's gonna go down here and there, but if anything, if I'm looking at it and I'm motivated by like what others go down, I'm hoping that it motivates others for them to just make sure they stay on their game. The mission on what we talked about is still the same, you know, and I'm going to be right there every step on what I can do. I'm definitely going to be out there this weekend on the sideline before I get surgery next week, and we're going to just, do it like that. But, man, I'm just trying to take in all the feelings of, dang, the season is over, but it ain't over, because I still got a duty as a captain. But as a player right now, I can't do nothing for them. But what I can do is make sure that they right and make sure that they know that, hey, you got to appreciate every moment. Like I tell them every day, appreciate the moments, because you don't know your last play. You don't know, not even the last play. It's just you don't know how good the situations is going to be, and who you going to have to be in them situations with. So when we got a good team like this, man, we got to make sure we take full advantage, and I think we doing that. And so this just a hiccup in the road, but we definitely going to get better from it. And it's going to start with me. And being me, I got to be me. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep the smile up. But in private, for sure, I'll be a little sad. You know what I'm saying? Because, you just think about little things that happened during the play. And then you think about what I could have did, because I was supposed to be on the other side, but I don't make no excuses. Stuff happened the way it was supposed to.
Don't let it torture you.
I ain't gonna let it torture me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where
you're already thinking about it.
I know. But that's what I'm saying in private. I've talked with people, and it just helped me out so much. But I just try to be real with my feelings, man. And it sucked. It definitely sucked, because even on the sideline, I'm can I play through a tricep? Like, is that bad? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I told you what Ray Lewis did.
It really did.
Completely illegal, though.
For real. But you know what? Like, now that I'm snapped back into it, I know they gonna need me just me and my energy. And so that's what I want to do for the guys. I just want to bring my energy. I want to deal with these feelings seriously. And then, man, get to work, because I got some work to do too.
I can tell you, as my experience as a captain of, a captain council, a member of the captain's council, it was really hard after being injured, navigating that gray area between player and IR and leader and, hurt guy and captain and guy that guys wanted to respect. I really struggled with that part. So going in, you gotta know it's tough.
Yep.
You gotta know you're keeping it is the main thing. That's what the guys need. That's what they're looking for. That same Brandon. And it's so hard to keep that confidence when you don't get to play. That confidence comes from playing and going out there and having success and trying to manufacture that confidence for your teammates, even though you're feeling so down. I think that's the hardest
John,
part.
John, you know what I think hurt you in that regard, and Brandon will clearly help you. So, John, is your second year with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Brandon, this is your 15th year.
What a difference that makes,
John,
too.
you did not. There was literally no backup fullback. I mean, I guess someone was signed off the practice squad maybe or from another team. I don't like. There's no. You don't carry a second fullback.
Right.
Brandon, you've been for a couple of years counseling the Jordan Davises of the world and all these the Nakobe Deans, whether it's your position or not.
Yeah.
So I think just fundamentally you have an advantage John didn't have, just based on tenure and.
Oh, no question.
And you know what I'm saying?
With the 15, I mean, and he's a legend already, so that certainly
plus Seltzer
makes that easier.
This position, I'm going to give it to Brandon Graham.
No doubt, it's Brandon. It's Brandon Graham.
But I understand where you're going with it because I mean, they need me to be me, but all these other things try to sneak in your head to try to take you away from being you. Even with all the stuff you've done, even with a game that I've had, it's just still that burning love of man.
And doubt can creep in. Doubt
can
creep in when you don't have the redemption of going out there every Sunday and just letting loose. That's the gift. That's the joy. And when you're deprived of that part, I doubted myself, and I just don't want you to doubt yourself. But enough about me. We hear you talk about this injury, and you're saying you've been having problems for a while now, that you were having tendonitis in this elbow. How long were you in pain, and how hard was it to play with the elbow before this final injury?
Well, you know what? Hold on. I'm trying to keep it in. Man.
I'm sorry.
Take a moment.
It's cool.
Take a moment,
Cool,
Brandon.
man.
Take a moment, man.
Hey, and I know I needed it, but boy, I just love what we've been building, and I just don't want to. I know I ain't letting nobody down as far as getting hurt and stuff, because I know I'm gonna bring that energy.
Brandon, let me jump in for 1 second. You're not letting anybody down. You're not letting the city down. Your teammates.
I know. I'm just
nobody.
saying, I'm
Don't
being.
even
I'm not
let
even
it
being.
cross your mind.
I got you, because I promise you, I'm just more hurt of just on how we've been coming every week, trying to defy, the odds and being with it, but being with them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be with them. I'm still with them. You know what I'm saying? I know that. But yeah, man, I just needed this right here. I needed to get this out. It's been a while since I cried, man, and I just, this one was the one right here. This was the one. And all I know is, man, I just appreciate everybody in that locker room, because man, we've been going through some things this year, and we've been bounced back, and we working, and I'm gonna stay working. And when I get this surgery, I'm gonna be working, and I'm gonna make sure I'm bringing that energy. I'm gonna make sure I do what I'm supposed to do, every day like I've been doing. And man, I'm gonna be living through them boys and being so hyped. That's why I said, like, when you say I'm gonna be hyped for others like I've been doing, and man, now I'm gonna be living through them even more to get them to that next level. I hope Q get them 2 or 3 picks in the first, big game. You know what I'm saying? Like a big one like this one coming up. I mean, just rooting for them guys, man, because I see what they go through. I see what we do, and all I know is they know I'm all in with them, and it ain't never stopped. I'm just hurting a little bit, because man, I just for the 15 years, I've been here, and people doubt me. This was a big one for me, and I think I accomplished a lot this year. And man, if that just one little thing, but I know it's God's plan, man, and I'm trusting that, and so that's where I'm at. And but I needed this, man. I needed this in a big way.
All right, Brandon,
we hurt for you. We hurt for you so much.
We do. Look,
I appreciate you.
You take a moment. Let's get a call in here, and you, because we don't. My God, Brandon, we got nothing but love for you, man. All right, let's get some calls. Of course, Brandon always fielding phone calls when he's with us for this half an hour. 215-592-9494. We'll get into the Saquon thing with Brandon and more. Phone calls. Chuck in Cherry Hill right now. Chuck, good morning.
Ooh, you want to go to me, as emotional as I am here for that?
Good morning, Chuck.
Man, dear, good morning. Yeah, Brandon.
Morning.
Prayers your way, buddy, and. You talk about a role model, and I'm honored even to be talking to you today, man. Just, you're a part of the positive ethos of the team, and you are absolute quintessential role model to the kids, to the adults, to anybody that's ever played sports, and speedy recovery, my man.
Well said, Chuck.
Man, appreciate you, Chuck.
I don't know that I bring much more than that. happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Chuck,
Okay.
you got it, man. That's a good call, and I appreciate that. That's right to the point. That's good stuff. By the way, Brandon with us, as always, brought to us by Primo Hoagies. Be like Brandon and make your game day epic with party trays from Primo Hoagies. Online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. BG in studio with us right now. Let's talk to Dave. He's calling from Fox Chase. Dave, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Morning.
Brandon, let me tell you something, pal. It's been a pleasure watching you, and your ability on the sideline to keep these kids' heads in it and emotional leadership like you are, you're going to be just as valuable, if not more, in some circumstances, keeping them in the game and keeping their minds right. And it's been a pleasure watching it, and thank you for the strip sack. We'll never forget it. You're a legend forever.
I appreciate you, Dave. Appreciate you, man. Hey, we got to finish the job, baby. We gonna finish that job for real.
Yeah, I hear you. I believe
real.
it. Joe and John, I got so much written down notes I've been waiting for over an hour, but I'm just going to read you some notes real quick.
Sure.
Walter Payton, no next year. Cam Jurgens, the Night King from Game of Thrones. Saquon year at Penn State. So that's what I have written down.
Boy, the Night King's a big answer, man. I got to tell you, if you don't know what he's talking about, we're asking today for a $100 gift card, the best addition to a show that was not in season 1.
I think I hate the Night King because he's too zombie-like. I don't like zombies,
but
and I have to be consistent with that.
Dave, I like it as an answer, and I like what you wrote. Walter Payton and Dave, great call, man. Really cool stuff. Brandon, let's talk. You through 15 years, I think you had 1 year where you were out for the year early in a year.
Yeah, that was Achilles 21. So it's crazy.
I'm sorry, 2 times. It
Yeah,
happened.
ACL tear.
My fault.
Right?
ACL.
2
that
times.
was,
Yeah.
December 14th against Dallas.
Yeah, my fault.
2010.
My fault. All right, so let me ask you this question. Excluding yourself, of the teammates you've seen that went down for the year, and I'm wondering if Jason Peters is the answer here, is there a player that stood out to you that you most admired the way they helped their teammates when they weren't able to play? Like we couldn't say it, but we'd hear about Jason Peters with Big V and the Super Bowl push.
Yes.
Him or someone else who
But sometimes that stuff can be overblown.
Sometimes,
too,
let's find out. Let's find out right now. So, Brandon, is there someone that really stood out to you that you really admired the way they handled it?
Well, I was gonna go to 2017 because of 5 players that was out and how they all banded together in those moments and helped everybody in different groups, because I think Chris Miragos was a great leader, even though he was on the side and he was the one pushing people, helping people on special teams.
No one talks
you know what I'm saying?
about Chris Miragos.
I love Miragos.
I'm telling you,
no one
Tim.
brings
I'm
him
telling
up,
you.
man.
I'm telling you, because
How
JP gonna
about
be
that?
JP. He a legend for sure. But Chris Miragos, man, he was real. His speeches was on point, and man, I mean, he was that special teams that year.
Good job bringing him up.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
And he was the
For
best.
real.
Him and Brayman were the 2 best special teams players of that era.
And when we lost him, it was like, man, he still was. I'm telling you, his speech, it's like it never left, and that's how I envision what's about to happen with me. It's like, all right, I got knocked down, but hey, I'm about to get right back up. Hey, what you need? Hey, okay. This what this is. Hey, the mission's still the mission. I'm still gonna be talking that language, just not out there with y'all. But what I see on the sideline, we gonna talk about it. And little tips that we get in the game. Hey, it's no secret. Hey, this is what this is. If you see this, do that. Trust it. And that's what I did last game. I trusted myself, and I'm just hoping that somebody hearing me on my team to know, hey, trust yourself. Whatever you see on film, whatever you know, and game plan, trust the game plan and carry it out. And, man, do it with max effort. And so that's, if anything, I hope that's what's motivating them, seeing me down. But I'm going to be up with them, because when they up and having fun, I'm going to be out there dancing with them as much as I can without hurting myself again.
So we all are worried. We look at the depth chart, and there's not a lot of names at defensive end and outside linebacker. There was you and Nolan Smith, and I mean, where else are we? I don't know.
Look, there's Hunt, there's Sweat.
Hey, I feel like that's why I say we gon' definitely see these boys take a next level leap in their game, because what I was playing, certain positions I was playing, I think Nolan and Sweaty can get the job done. Jalix, right now he's younger, but we going to put him in a good position to make sure because he can rush. He can go, you know what I'm saying, get off the ball, and I feel he can play the run. It's just more about the experience of being out there. So now he got to grow up even more right now because this is an opportunity of lifetime. You get drafted in a year, and then maybe it was a learning year a little bit, but you get some in because you're getting special teams. Then you're getting some reps on D, but now just your role have changed. My role have changed. And so now we adjust. And how you adjust is everything. And just like when Nick Foles and Carson Wentz, we had to adjust our game plan and our plays off what Nick liked other than what Carson what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah,
I think we got good coaches for that.
Legendarily.
Yeah.
We've heard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of the stuff that people don't see behind the scenes, but I know we got that in these coaches that we have that put us, man, Vic couldn't have put me in a better position to go out and do my job. You know what I'm saying?
Looked that way to us, that's for sure. But you had a lot to do with that too. So Ray Diddy told us yesterday to keep our eyes peeled for Teron Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Teron Jackson, who, when I look him up on the list, he's got number 78. I don't even know if is he number 78
in
practice?
He is 78. He's 78. But he was 75. But they snatched that one as soon as he left.
So is he gonna change that or?
Hey, I would.
That's a preseason number.
It's kind of like you better race it.
But I'm happy for my boy. He getting that experience for sure. Cause he worked.
Yeah. What should we expect from?
Well, I wasn't gonna spill all the tea. I was gonna wait to see what Howie Nim was gonna do. But I know Teron. He work his butt off every day. He get Lane and them a great look every practice, and you knew he was on somebody. He was coming for somebody because he trying to get reps. And so I understand. I know he gonna still have that same passion. Now that if they do give him that opportunity to be a part of the rotation, I'm proud of him because we got a good defense and. You will see. I ain't gonna speak up too much on him because I know, he just love doing it in silence. But every day when I'm out there with him, what we say to each other, I'm like, man, I'm on one today. He's like, me too, because we got to go in practice. Because if we don't do it in practice, we ain't gonna do it in the game. Yeah. So we motivate each other in the room, and I know what's at stake for him, and so I try to keep him motivated on. Hey, man, we can't have no bad days today. Hey, they looking to get rid of me too. You got to play that game. In that mind game of you can't get comfortable because man, as soon as you get comfortable, like my boy Pat Johnson, he get cut. He made the team, but he got cut because they thought they could bring him back, and then somebody Giants claimed him. But he never seen that coming either. But you just always got to be ready. But he always worked his butt off. But I don't know what how he was thinking at the time. But thought but the Giants wanted him because he was good too. Him and Teron both in the room, man. Got much respect for them boys, and like I tell them, enjoy the process, enjoy it every day, and I'm happy Teron back.
Yeah, BG in studio with us here. It's 94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia as we broadcast from the Tasty Cake studio. Of course, BG presented by Primo Hoagies. BG, let's talk about next year and your mindset right now.
Yep.
To me, there's only three ways it can be. I know I'm going to play. I know I'm not going to play, or I'm not sure I'm going to play.
Well,
which one is your mindset?
Just where I'm at. I'm gonna attack this. I'm gonna attack this off season like I do, and I'm gonna get this arm right. Make sure that come back looking clean, and then we'll see how things go. It's tough because I want to hold this trophy this year too. And so I'm going to really have some decisions to make. And then, of course, playing that game, oh, man, I couldn't have ended on a better note, with that too. But I know I'm still burning. I'm still burning. But I don't know what the future holds, honestly, and I don't know where the team is going to be looking at that time. But I know I'm going to be around. As far if this is the end, I'm going to be around, and I want to just continue to keep bringing this energy because we got a chance to do something special with this team, and we only got a couple years to do it before it blow up and go do something else.
Is it a 4-month rehab?
Yeah, 4 month, 4 to 5.
Okay, so 4 on the short side right now would put you to late March. Excuse me, late March, and 5 would put you to late April.
Yep.
So is it accurate to say, let's just, if we can, is it basically impossible for you to play this year?
It's not. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how this.
I mean, that's why I'm asking because
Because if it's, I know for me, man, I'm in good shape right now, and it's just like I'm about to go to the facility after this and try to keep as much good shape as I can before I got to sit down for them 4 weeks of not doing too much. But I'm gonna try first 4 weeks because I'm gonna be in the sling. Or from where I talked to other guys like Hargrave, because I talked to him because he tore his tricep the same September at the same field, Rams, playing the Rams, and he did it earlier in the season. But he just told me everything, and we talked about it. We said a couple prayers, and man, he helped me out a lot on just what's to come. And so I'm excited for that, and I'm gonna attack that when that do come up. But I'm gonna make sure I attack being out there with them boys whenever I can too, because they told me that I'll be able to be on the sideline. Just have to have a designated area where I got to stay out the way. But they gonna hear me though, and I'm gonna be letting everybody know on the other team. Y'all lucky I got hurt. For real.
I believe
You're definitely lucky.
But the 4 weeks, maybe 4 weeks that you hear is
4 months. 4 weeks. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Is
well, yeah, I'm coming in here with y'all too. I'm gonna be in here stiff, just kind of, because I got my duty, man. Like, if anything, that's gonna help me talking with y'all, having fun, and when we winning, we all winning. At the end of the day, like I say, I'm gonna be hurt, but I feel better when I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm rooting for I always root for other guys. I want to root for them because I want them to root for me when it's my turn too. Just as much as the same. That's why I tell guys, how you gonna be happy for somebody if you can't be happy for them, and then you want people to be happy for you? You know what I'm saying? When it's your turn. So I try to spread that, because that's a hard thing to do, especially when you get it's selfish. It's
incredible to me that he just has this innate desire to spread his energy,
positivity.
Like, really, like the positive vibes, the belief, that push. This is what makes someone one of the greatest athletes in the world.
Well, but also a special person.
That way, get like that.
Brandon, I said this yesterday. I've never met someone like you. I just haven't. And I mean that as no disrespect to all the people I know in my life and love. Like, I've never met someone who is more, I don't know if it's naturally positive or if you kind of trick yourself into getting there.
Right.
But you exude positivity to a level that honestly I've never seen in my life.
It seems impossible, and it leaves me wondering, I don't know how you do it, and I worry for you in a hard time like this, because I know you try to stay positive all the time. I don't know how you do.
Yep.
I don't think I would be able to, and that makes it even harder. That's your job now. But they took your ability to play when fate said your tricep was going to pop.
Yep.
And now your job is to be the same but stronger and more coach-like version of BG, but you're hurting too inside, and it must be hard to rectify that. It must be hard to stay BG. And when you say you're going to be you, I know that can't always be easy. I know you make it look so easy. That's what's so incredible.
No, John, that's well said.
It seems impossible that you keep it up. I mean, I used to think maybe it was impossible. Maybe you were there was an evil twin somewhere, or there had to be.
I feel you.
But there's not. And so I just hope you're okay.
You know what's so cool? Growing up, I really didn't talk about a lot of things, but one thing my mom used to always say, boy, turn that news off. It's always spreading the negative. And so I think that's where I get the positive outlook all the time, and then when you hear other athletes like the Warriors, when they went on their run, it's about talking yourself into it instead of out of it. And it's wow, man, I try to really do that. And then what's better is I got a wife that communicates, and I ain't know how to communicate because we didn't do that growing up in my family. So I always tried to mask it with positivity, but now I deal with my feelings. Like when we were just talking right there, that's me was talking it out yesterday, and it was hitting me, and it finally came out today, and I was like, man, I needed that because I'm learning to talk through and articulate my feelings, and my wife been so patient with me with that, and I feel so much better, even though I'm already positive, but I'm not hiding anything that I'm really feeling on the inside just because I gotta be positive. You know what I'm saying? I know the positive route is the right way to go, but I am dealing with the feelings of, man, I wanted this so bad this year, but it's okay. Now I gotta pivot, like not throwing in, but you know what I mean? Like I gotta go over here and I gotta adjust to what just been thrown at me. And so that's where I'm at.
So you've actually hit that face on. You have confronted this. You understand the disappointment, and you know your job. You know it's hard, and you're gonna put the BG face on and soldier on. But I want you to know we understand how difficult that must be. That must be next to impossible. Yep. But if anyone can do it, man.
We doing it. We doing it right now.
We've seen this impossible positivity from you for so long. So. Yeah, more power to you, man.
Family and friends. You're leaning on family and friends.
Yeah, that's what's so nice. The village of people. I mean, it really is a village, man. I mean, me and my wife mad. She's still sick, but I'm like, no, I can't be sick. But I am hurting, like you, how you hurting, and I'm trying to relish in that. But I tell her I don't be there too long because it's a new day. I mean, I'm ready to go eat one of my favorite meals or something like that, to kind of feel a little better since I've been on my path. And I'm just like, man, you gotta look at it from a different view, especially when the world wants you to feel bad for yourself, or I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me, because we all got some stuff. And if this the worst thing I got to deal with, man, just go to the hospital, man. There's so much more going on. Yeah. And so I try to put a lot of stuff in perspective, but I do try to deal with those feelings instead of just deflecting or putting them over there and just saying I deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Very smart, Brandon.
I really am hurting, Philly, but just know your boy gonna be all right, because I got y'all with the love that I done got, from y'all when I see y'all out on the streets, and it's pictures all day. It's still the same me. It's just come up with the same excitement with the team. We know I'm hurting. We know I'm hurting. I'm hurting, but I promise you I ain't gonna be there that long, because when I get out there on that field, you're gonna see me yelling and screaming and dancing with the guys, and it's gonna be just like a party, like we planned it each and every week, and we gonna keep on talking about y'all boys and going against whatever negative and say, oh, this team is this. We ain't got the off-out linebackers. We ain't got no pass rush, but you gonna see Richie. Them boys, Teron and all them gonna step up, because we got a lot of good leaders in there, man, and they just want to do great for us.
That's great.
And I appreciate them.
Brandon, one thing I want to play, because we know you got to get rolling soon, but have you heard yet Merrill's call of Saquon's first touchdown the other day? All right. So I got to tell you, I don't think I've heard Merrill this excited in a bunch of years. And there've been a lot to be excited about this year and other years. And he revved it up. When Saquon actually crossed the goal line, Merrill revved it up. Like, here's my point. Saquon, you, the team, you guys are filling our hearts with joy with what you're putting out there. And I know for you it's going to be a bittersweet element, not being able to play as it rolls on, okay? But know this, man, like you guys, as we lead up to Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year, you guys are really putting something together. And I want you to listen to Merrill call Saquon's first touchdown the other day, because this is the joy we feel.
Barkley behind Hurts. Motion to the near side of the field. This time it goes to Barkley up the middle, across the 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 70 yards.
Shot out of a cannon.
I mean,
he was shot out of a cannon.
You see what I'm feeling? Saying,
that
BJ?
boy energy was boy. Hey, you can see him, boy. I can see him talking with that one.
Because he doesn't
really be cool with it.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't normally do the touchdown, pause. Touchdown again.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you know, like when Merrill's feeling it like that.
Wasn't enough. Right?
Yes. I mean, people
just
at home
didn't get it done.
I know they were going crazy.
All right, well, listen, Brandon. So, a couple things, man. First off, we're glad you're still going to be with us on a weekly basis.
Oh, yeah.
We look forward to that. We, just to reiterate and recap, we have nothing but love for you. We want you to know that, on a personal level, we're all here for you. On and off the air. And obviously, you got a lot of people a lot closer to you than we are to you, but your family and friends are going to be there for you. We love you. We care about you. And great days are going to be up ahead, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you know that.
Oh, man. That's what I keep saying, too, because it's like, boy, 21, I was like, man, I remember looking up at the score and, like, man, when I was sitting on the ground, one of my Achilles, I'm like, man, you know what? I get to spend some time with my kids a little more. You got to look at those type of positive. That's where I'm at, like, because you will miss a lot of stuff if you don't. Because the kids right now, baby boy, every time I come home, it's about throwing that ball. Let's go outside. He want to throw the ball. He want to do this. He just want to play with me. And what I've learned is he just want to be around me. And so I try to take him on like, hey, man, let's go to the store real quick. I'm about to go make a run for Mom. Let's go do this. And it just makes the day even better. But I know we got to get up off of here. But, man, just those little things right there just made me put, like, even for this moment, it's like, man, I get to be on another little schedule. I get to choose if I want to go in here and go do that, even though I'm going to choose to go be with the team and do little stuff. But when I'm home, man, them kids, they don't know nothing. Even when I was, I don't have nothing on. Baby boy want to jump on me. He don't care. Like, man, I know you hurt, but you my daddy. Like, that's work. This is, you home.
That's a beautiful thing.
You know, I got to be there for them. And so that's why I am dealing with those feelings, talking with wifey, talking with other people. And I appreciate y'all for real, because I done spent so much time with y'all over these 15 years. Yeah. Y'all are my family, because we are the village together. And I see sometimes what y'all go through, we had those conversations in private. And so it's like, man, I'm just thankful to still be here, man, because it didn't start off so good. But, man, I love just the flow of how my life goes, you know, of coming here, going to the facility, having the access to move around the city and do little things, because, you know, Philly has embraced me. So all I could do is my best for Philly to help them have that party on Broad Street, man. And they got me. I'm all in, because I'm definitely want to have that party again. I don't care if I'm playing or not. It's all good. It's still the same, because up to this point, I played with the team, and the team, hey, they got to carry me the rest of the way.
Love it. BG, God bless you, man.
No, I
we'll
appreciate
talk to you next week. And, hey, happy Thanksgiving, pal.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.